When I was 12 years of age, I had this massive growth spurt. By the time I was 13, I was as tall as what I am now, which is about 6'1". My initials, LG Laura Geitz, soon became LG Little Giraffe, and everyone would laugh along, and that became my nickname. It's a really difficult time for young girls. I just wanted to be normal. I just wanted to be like one of the other girls in my grade who created no attention, who just would fit in with the crowd, who never got spoken about. Playing netball was a moment where I felt like I was really good at something. I felt as though I belonged. I would never say I was a complete natural at the game. My height was so imposing over the opposing goal shooters, and that just made me feel like, wow, what I really dislike about myself is a huge advantage out here on the court, and that was my height. I kept these 3 mementos because they just spark a real feeling with me, particularly from my junior years of sport. This necklace was given to me by my Year 5 teacher. Miss Donnelly taught me at Allura State School. Allura's a tiny little town in southeast Queensland on the Darling Downs. She gave me this little necklace just before I headed away to a state athletics carnival. I took it away with me for that carnival, and I've taken it away with me pretty much to every sporting event since that moment. Miss Donnelly had a huge impact on me. She just had great energy. Everyone felt very connected to her. She got the best out of you. Everyone is different, and the best teams that I've been involved in are the teams that allow the individual to feel like they can completely be who they are. What she was all about as a person was just being comfortable with who you were. I actually haven't told Miss Donnelly that I've kept the necklace. I feel like I need to go and have a cup of tea with her and reconnect with her. It's been so long. This is an Olympic torch from the Sydney 2000 Olympic Games. I was nominated by one of my school teachers to run with the Olympic torch. I was in about Year 7 at the time. I was obviously elated and excited and very overwhelmed by the opportunity, but there's that level of doubt that's associated with doing something that's out of your comfort zone. I remember in the lead up to running with the torch, every afternoon after school, I used to get a bag of rice from the cupboard and go out and train. I actually got the flame just outside of the big St Mary's Catholic Church in Warwick. It was probably the fastest 800 metres I've ever run in my life. I was just running on complete adrenaline. I think after I'd run with the flame and had this amazing torch as a keepsake, it was more than just, oh, you've done something that you were worrying so much about that worked out to be completely fine. I think it taught me that preparation is a huge part of completing something. A lot of your confidence comes from knowing you've done the hard work to get to the point that you want to be at. This photo was my very first Darling Downs under 15 netball side. This particular photo was taken after we had won the grand final. We were a group of mismatches. We came from basically everywhere over the Darling Downs. This team fostered that sense of self-confidence. As the photo doesn't suggest, I'm bending over, but I was a lot taller than these girls. They're the ones that accepted me. Everyone was supportive of one another and wanted each other to do well. Our first little boy is Barney Ross Gilbride. He is just over 2 years old and he's about to be big brother. I will 100% encourage our children to play sport, whether that's team sport, individual sport. I will not be the parent that decides on what code of sport they want to play. I get really sad when I hear about girls that want to give up sport because I just think you're going to miss out on so much. And it's about finding a team, and that might be another sport as well, finding where you fit. You don't have to be a world beater. You don't have to be a professional athlete. You're being introduced to so many different people and you'll never know what impact your teammates will have on you, and you'll never know what impact you have on your teammates.